Hello, folks. Okay. Everything seems like it might be alright. That's trouble. I don't like the frames dropping. Give me one moment. Alright, so the roommate, as previously mentioned, has someone over, and they have now decided to play a multiplayer online game. Which is clearly tanking my connection. So I think I will have to be done here. Sorry, folks. Ugh. That's rough. That's annoying. Good night. Well, even if the connection is horrible, we can keep going. I think it'll be fine. It won't be, but I can hope and dream. Okay. I can hope and I can dream. Let's see. What else would I want to bring? More spectral arrows would be a good idea. Well, I guess I don't really need the spectral arrows. I can just use those, and it'll be fine, because I have infinity. Let's see, let's bring along a handful of ender pearls. And I'm gonna need Eyes of Ender as well. I don't remember how many the frame was missing. I found it. I can grab the exact number, actually. Hang on. Alright, let's... mute that. You guys don't need to listen to that. I found the portal in there somewhere. I had to have. I know I did. There it is. Alright. Checking through the old VOD, seeing... Wow, only one. Okay. Only one in the frame. Lovely. Well, that's alright. I don't know, enough pearls. Let's pop those in there. Grab a mending and unbreaking book. I definitely have them. The question is simply how quickly I can find them. Handling. No, 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 no. Ba ba ba, ba ba ba. Ah, book. Depth Strider. I doubt it's going to be among these. Put it outside in that big shelf. Or it would be down at the village. Book. Mending. Alrighty. Mending and Unbreaking 3 on the same book, and I believe those are the only enchantments that an Elytra can have. Wait, no, actually, no, no, no. Hang on. Somewhere in here. There we go. Toasting fork. Let's get some charge numbers. I eventually am going to have a much more convenient place. Do the whole charge creeper thing. I have a device for it, actually. For the time being, I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to grab some extras. Yep. Ouch. Wouldn't it be something if the trident also summoned lightning if you use the melee hit? would be... Whew, that would... Honestly, that would be hilarious. A lot less powerful, naturally, than the, usual method of throwing, but... Whoop! It would almost inevitably lead to shenanigans. Just absolutely silly stuff happening. Positively ridiculous. I haven't heard the thunder in a bit. It might have cleared up. Creepers! Come on. Where are the creepers? Might have put a cap in the area, actually. I know that's how some passive mobs work. I don't know for sure if that's how hostile mobs work. Can you drop a trident to give to a drowned and let it use the lightning attack? I mean, the odds of finding a drowned with a channeling enchantment on it already seem pretty slim. Aha! Of course, the real trick will be getting a piglin head. That's gonna have to happen at the device location. Missed. I'm alright with that. Actually, hold on. I think there's an advancement we could get. I'm fairly positive there is one for striking a villager with lightning. And turning it into a witch. Need to remember to do that. Still haven't gotten a mace. That'll happen at some point. Strike a villager with lightning. Yep. Now, I don't really feel like incurring the wrath of an iron golem. So the logical thing to do... house. Swap, please. Would be to find a villager and then strike a mob that is sitting right next to it. Come on. You know what? You stink. Yeah. This guy wander next to. If I had a boat, this would be a little easier. I want to collateral damage this villager. Oh, the iron golem is gone. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Oh, well, rain's over. Okay, so the thunder is over. Dang. Just to be absolutely positive. Now the villager is mad at me for no reason. I should have just done that sooner. Whack, whack. Well, I hope you enjoyed what little you could watch of me chasing stuff around in the rain to little avail. I need to get that guy in with the other ones. Basically just dug a hole there because I didn't want to have them rattling around this area the entire time. Okay, there is one more thing that I want to do for preparation. Let's this one? Let's pop that in there. Let's go grab some more bottles of enchant. And then... then I want to pick a dog. Take a wolf with me. So they can protect me from enemies. And then they can stay in the end. I think I'd be able to get them out, but I'm not that concerned about that, and I could have... and I could have a wolf that just hangs out in the end. That seems fine. Okay. And then sometime, when my frames are better, we will go and beat the end. Beat the game. Today is all prep. Yep, I need shulker boxes. I am going to randomize for a bunch of different aspects at once. Essentially. Those cutes. Hang on. I know someone up here is probably itching to give me a bunch. Thank you. Let's get wolf armor. I think I can just top that off. Sorry, have a place. I'll put them in there. Let's dye it purple, because it would be fitting to dye it purple. Let's use purple and black maybe. Make a darker purple. we're doing magenta. Magenta and a couple gray. That's about right. Not purple. One more magenta. There we go. That's about the right shape. One brave pup to come into the end with me and attack Enderman, possibly. One from the selection of OG colored wolves. Because I have more of those. A lot of those ones. Okay, we'll go down here. And I know what to do with. We've got the gray ones, the bright white ones, Sunset, Berg, and Aurora, and then Victoria, Ravioli, Opportunity, Serendipity, and Calamity. Or a Blaze Frost ones. Yeah. Cool. This can only go well. I think... yeah, I want to say that is everything that I have in mind. I wonder if I could get a shulker into a boat. And then, once it's in the boat, leave it to me. I will consider it as an option. I already have some boats in there, and a boat. Okay. Chests seem like a good idea too. Didn't mean to do that. No merit to bringing along a pumpkin. It would just be too annoying to watch. I don't think we take you, because we're gonna go, and then when we come back through, we're gonna show up at World Spawn. So, Positive Z, positive X. We need to go to 707, 1537. In which case, I don't have the spruce fence. I think I have everything that I need. 707. 1537. That's a long distance. It's gonna be a long walk. I'm gonna end off by eating the s'more. I don't want my fingers sticky. I know it is in a cold biome. It's been a while since I've gone there. Hello, frog. Orpheus wishes he were me. I can just look down at the subtitles and see wolf barks and know for a fact that my fuzzy friend is right behind me. I should probably take this opportunity to speak more, albeit probably a little choppily on your guys' end, about my passion project. I've been cooking it up for a while. For a long time, there was something that I felt like I didn't know how to do in a satisfactory way. But I think if I can find a skeleton and a zombie spawner near enough each other that both can be active at once, then I can follow through with the project. And I'm very tempted to just use a seed calculator to determine where one such combination might be, for the sake of my own sanity. We have passed 707. Now we're in a cold area. Fortunate that we do not need to toss an ender pearl because we've already been. My initial thought in regards to a solution for my problem was trial chambers. I figured, oh, I can use the trial spawners for what I need, and then, thanks to that, I can also use an ominous bottle to just flat out increase the difficulty. But alas, it won't work. The trial spawners don't operate like that. Hello, cow! Is that the first cow of that type that I've seen on this file? I don't know. Still need to find an old growth spruce so that I can get that last wolf that I haven't seen yet. Speaking of wolves, there we go. I was gonna say, it's been a while. It's teleported to me. But anyway, I eventually settled on the idea of, well, that's 1537, so some distance to go yet. I eventually settled on the idea of, well, I'm gonna have to make the player wait a bit to load the dungeon anyway. I might as well take advantage of that time to spawn in the enemies as well. And in saying that, I think it might be slightly out of the bag. Yes, the function is inspired by Decked Out, but instead of a dungeon crawler, a deck builder dungeon crawler, my game is, as I have envisioned it, a true roguelike. Not a roguelike, there is no meta progression. It is strictly run to run. Room layouts are different. The items you get are different. I feel like I came up with a fun theme for it too. Aha! I remember you. And it was 707-1537. Need negative Z. Positive X. Oh, there you are. That's the pillar in question. Hang on, are my options these things? Well, that can't be helpful. Yeah, that turned way up higher than I usually have it. Dwarf, teleport down to me, please. Thank you. Alright, I believe this is the path. It has been marked accordingly. I hear wolf. There you are. Lovely. Okay. We will pop you down right there. Nope, that was bound to happen at some point. Oh, good. It's still spawning silverfish regardless. You know what? Clear out the area with it. Ah. Goodness, there are a lot. Okay, I underestimated how many would be around. Okay, we are immediately taking a hard turn this way. This is going to be wasted. There we go. Perfect. Yes, that will work just fine. Hopefully. Hopefully no chance at interruption from silverfish now. I did not get myself a bed. So, the answer to that is simple. We quickly pop back up and out. Yep. This is decided. You can go get a bed. And in contrast to the chests, which I wanted to bring 4 of, 2 for here, 2 for another, the bed, I will only need the 1. Pop over to the village, snag 1. Starbound? Oh dear. Bandcamp is having issues. If Bandcamp is having issues, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because clearly, my internet is not in a great spot. Okay. Can anyone pick up ice? Why is there an ice block just sitting there? If they can, this is the first that I knew of it. And I've seen the list of things they can pick up before. Probably several times, but... Well, lighting the place up was sufficient. Guess not. Well, that's it then. This is, end of this stream, I think. Let's have a taste of this smoke. Sticky and delicious. See you next time, folks. Next stream probably tomorrow. Silk Song. Hopefully a long one. See you then.